Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning back into today's video. If you're new, welcome, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back into today's video. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how I achieved these feed-in braids. This is my first time doing my own feed-in braids like ever on myself, so I wanted to show you guys the process, what it looked like. It's not perfect, but I really do like the style and the purple. I think it looked really good and I'm pretty proud of myself for it being my first time. So I do hope you guys take something from it and learn from the process as I did. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So as you can see, this is my hair prepped. I washed it, conditioned it, and blow dried it out. These are the products that I used to help moisturize and ensure that, you know, my hair would still be protected and moisturized underneath the braids. This is the hair. This line of hair is the Ohima brand, which is like a Ghanaian, Ghanaian-based brand. Again, it's called Ohima. It's kind of similar to Expressions, but I find that it's a little bit softer than Expressions hair. So here I'm just cutting the hair in half, and here I am just feathering out the ends because you do want a tapered look for the braids at the end where it goes, you know, from big to small. And then throughout the hair, I applied coconut oil to help give the hair some sheen and soften it up. As you can see on one end, this is where, you know, you want the ends of the hair to be feathered. And then I went ahead and parted my hair in the sections that I will be braiding them in. So I went ahead and did the first braid off camera just to ensure that I could actually braid it before actually filming and showing you guys the whole thing. So since I feel like I achieved the first braid pretty well, I went ahead to film the rest of it. So when I'm starting out with the braid, I start out by braiding my own hair at the front first before I add any hair. I take very small, fine pieces and braid it. Then I start with the small piece. I grab one end of the hair with my pinky and the other end I braid it into the hair. Then I wrap it around the other end, braid it once, maybe once or twice. Then I go ahead and add another piece of hair, a little bit larger than the first strand. Use my pinky, grab one end, take the other side with my index finger, braid it in, and then wrap the other hair around. With the Ghana feed-in braids, it kind of gives you like a pineapple look or a pineapple effect where the hair is like where it's joined on both sides, if that makes sense. I'm really sorry, it's kind of hard to explain this, but just keep watching, do as I do if what I say doesn't make sense. Now here I'm adding a bigger piece of braided hair. I did mix black and purple because I didn't have enough purple to complete all of my hair. Again, I take one end, braid it in, and wrap the other piece of hair around on the other side. And you really want to hold the hair taut so that it's not loose, it's still in place, and you know, it's still neat. And with the braiding hair, I made sure to pre-section out the hair pieces that I'd be braiding before I actually braided it. I didn't film that part, I kind of forgot, honestly. Maybe in the future, if I do this style again, I will show you guys that. But I already had the hair pre-sectioned on my chair, so I'm just grabbing them and braiding, grabbing it and braiding from smallest to biggest. And here I'm just gonna fast forward it a little bit just to get through the video, just because then, you know, the steps are still the same. I'm grabbing the pieces of hair one side with my pinky to ensure that the other piece of hair doesn't get in the way, braiding in one and braiding the other piece of hair on the other side. Here I will be showing you guys in the back how I do it without seeing it. You just really want to feel for it when it gets to the back area, ensuring you're repeating the same steps, regardless of you not being able to see it. It's really how I'm able to do my own hair most of the time is by being able to feel what I'm doing and making sure it feels okay. And of course, using your mirror like a handheld mirror and reflecting it in your larger mirror so you can kind of see how it's looking in the back as well. And I promise you guys, my parts were neater than this before I started braiding, but I think with more practice and time, being able to make sure your parts are super neat will happen. So here I am, just now that I'm done braiding the hair, I'm just cutting off the stray pieces along the braids just so it looks a bit more neater and clean. And then I went ahead and boiled some water in a kettle. You want to make sure it's pretty hot. Dip the hair in so that it helps relax the hair and lay the hair down much more smoothly and a little more free flowing. And here you can see, based on one side is more relaxed and free flowing versus the other is still stiff. And these are my braids. I really enjoyed having these braids. They were awesome. They were easy. They were manageable. I didn't have to wake up and worry about what I'm doing with my hair or blending in a wig. I just laid my edges down and I left, and it was awesome. So if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram at Gifty's Beauty to stay up to date on what I'm doing. And I will see you guys in my next one. Take care.